third countries to the United States are, well, updating their travel advice on their government websites. Yeah. France has just updated its travel advice that it has. Well, it's not just France, it's Finland, it's Denmark, it's Germany, it's the United Kingdom, Norway. But you see, the United States is no longer considered friendly, to, well, third country citizens, or third country to the United States. No. But Denmark has actually gone one step further. You know, the country which the United States is trying to annex Greenland to the point of, well, calling it the red, white and blue land. Just think about that for a moment. How stupid. Well, stupid is as stupid does by the President, dum-dum, of the United States. Now, transgender people must be extra vigilant and check the embassy for the current rules regarding making your application for your ESTA, since they've added another line which basically states you have to declare your gender. Now for me, as gender neutral, didn't used to be, but since I got older, you know, it goes, I can't tell anymore. No, I don't know which toilet to go into. No, not anymore. Oh, get the missus to work on that. Maybe it's recoverable. But there you go, that's another story, that it is. But yes, France has updated its travel advice for citizens, but kind of held back regarding saying that transgender people might be resisted at the border. Now, it don't matter whether or not you've got your visa, or whether or not you've got your green card, or whether or not you've got your ESTA. It doesn't actually make any difference anymore. It's down to the border control. If they don't want you coming in, they can stop you. They'll stop you coming in. You could get rejected no matter what. Now, there's been many a case of that exact thing happening since, the IQ-47 President Cheeto Bandito Donald Trump took power. Yes, a whole load of morons. They voted for him, that they did. They can't help it. They go around with those stupid little red hats on. What do you expect? They look dumb. That they do. Well, trying to make sense of the nonsensical is tiresome. That it is. I'm finding it hard that I am to make sense of this madness that has onset in the United States. Well, so the move follows growing international concern over a decree signed by the President, Donald Trump, on January the 20th. But the updated guidance from France stops short of the more direct warnings issued by countries like Denmark. In a notice published late Monday, the French Foreign Ministry advised potential visitors to strongly consult the US Embassy. They're not going to tell you what you need to know. It's down to the border control. As far as the embassy is probably concerned, well, you're probably allowed in anyway because, you know, you've got your green card, your visa, your ESTA. They usually be illegal to enter. But like I say, it's not down to them, it's down to border control. If you look a little bit shifty, you got your lipstick on the right way, I don't know. Well then, quite frankly, you could get stopped at the border. Rejected or worse. Now, we have heard stories of people not just being rejected at the border, but being arrested and taken off to somewhere else. Let's say, for instance, you put the wrong gender down on the forms. Well, then, quite frankly, as far as they're concerned, that is illegal. And you could get arrested. And potentially deported to El Salvador. I think it's too dangerous now. It's too dangerous to visit the United States because they hate us. They hate us in Europe. That they do. They hate us, they do. Well, Well, anybody. And especially anyone who is part of the LGBTQ. Now for me, now that I'm gender neutral, for me it's an ideology. Because I just came up with the idea literally 2 minutes ago. Yeah. But for people who are truly trans, well, that's something they've probably been struggling with for a very long time. And in some cases, they probably didn't know that they were trans. Took time to get comfortable with it. You see, some people find it hard to actually even accept it. Because they think they look different. No. We all bleed red after all. That we do. Except Donald Trump is orange. And there's got a bit of Cheeto dust hovering over the top like a vapour. Oh, blimey me. Someone needs to come through the middle and just see if it says Cheeto. Like a stick of rock. So, the move by France follows a warning by Denmark that transgender people could be barred from entering the United States as a result of this decree that was signed by Donald Trump. And it goes on and on and on. And now the ESTA, which is the electronic system for travel authorization, the UK is just, it's got its system up live, it's the ETA. Pretty much the same thing. It's an automated system that determines the eligibility of visitors to the United States under its visa waiver program. Now, it'd be interesting if anyone knows, or if they've tried to actually apply for their ESTA, someone who's trans, and put themselves down as trans. Don't put yourself down as trans otherwise, because you'll end up being flagged. So don't do that. But if you are trans and you're going to, enter the United States, it'd be interesting to know if you get rejected. The ESTA, which is valid for up to 90 days, does not guarantee admission, though, to the US territory, and the final decision is up to, border officials at your time of arrival. So you could still get stopped anyway. So you made all that flipping expenditure to get there, and especially if you've got something like, say, for instance, a 9 or 10 hour flight from the United Kingdom, for argument's sake, to the United States. But then that's just a hell of a lot of money to lose. Plus, obviously, you could end up being put in a cage and sent to El Salvador. Or might even have your hair cut off. I don't know, you know what they do, So, this disgusting behaviour by the United States is something that we all need to take note and be very, very careful. See, even as a point of warning, even Nick Fuentes, that little right-wing fascist brat, he's even turned on Donald Trump. He called him a megalomaniac. Nick Fuentes. It must be bad. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. Let me know if you've had any stories or anything. Well, they have had to, or friends that you know of have had some issues regarding this new administration. Please, either send it via our contact page on the website, allshorts.eu, or just leave it in the comments down below. If you don't want it to be in public, that is. And obviously, if you do send me something and you don't want me to give any names or anything like that, please make sure you leave it at the top. Okay? That's usually a good idea. I might not see it otherwise. Anyway, please boop the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel and the little bell icon, because then you get a one fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. You've got a sport channel. You do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below that they are. And if it wasn't for very kind individuals supporting this channel, the channel would just stop. It really would, because I've got other things I need to do. And if I can't, obviously, support my family, well then, and my dogs. They're the most costly things they are, with medication. If I can't support my family, well then, quite frankly, I'd have to stop. I just have to do something else, like get a proper job. Toodaloo.